Like, I don't know. I don't look at it as victories and losses when there's human lives that were affected, when they're kids that weren't going to get food, when they're parents that, you know what I'm saying, are like, I'm not going to that job because that job don't pay me. I got to go figure out a way to make money until that job starts paying me again. That's a whole nother part. I heard people like federal workers were on like a food pantry line. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't think that when you get that job, you're ever going to be in that position.
Perfect.
And this one, we were talking about it for what? Almost damn near 40 days, man. It was a government shutdown. Finally ended, finally came through. Dems and Republicans was like, yeah, we can work this out. We can figure this out. The shutdown lasted 43 days, excuse me. I said damn near 43, but it lasted 43, and it was the longest in U.S. government history.
Record breaking.
Yep, 900,000 federal workers were furloughed or at least affected. I think one of the big things that we saw, SNAP benefits were like a question mark.
Yep.
Some people in some states are getting it. Some people ain't getting nothing. Trump was like, nah, bring that back. Send that back. We need that.
Airline travel.
I think that's what ended it, for real. Like, once the airline travel was like, yo, we just canceled flights, like, in major cities. I was like, yeah, we got to get it together. Obviously, national parks, museums, everything that's underneath the government's watch was affected by it. So, you had people showing up. You brought up the air traffic. The air traffic controllers had to show up without getting paid.
Yep.
And some of them,
and the ones that did show up, they got paid.
What, extra?
Yeah, bonus? They gave them a $10,000 bonus.
Rightfully so, because I don't know if I can show up to a job.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no problem with that $10,000 bonus. I'm like, anybody who is not getting paid for a whole month and is still showing up to work to serve people, you deserve that.
Yeah, I hope them TSA workers get it, all them people, because that is hard to do. But I also
wouldn't have been me. I'm like, fuck.
I understand the other side of it. I understand that's because you have to feed your kid that day. You got it. So if you have a way of making money, go out and get it. Couldn't have been us, but shout out to everybody out there who did it. Now, one of the things that they had to concede to was the Affordable Care Act subsidies that were the major reason was what we were fighting for. So, like, depending on what side of the aisle you're on, and I think as we get further into this presidency, I ain't got no side of the aisle. And I think a lot of people feel the same. But maybe you might believe what Republicans are putting out there, that this was the Democrats' fault and this shutdown is because of the Democrats. Well, I guess however you want to frame it, could be true, could be false. But the Democrats were stopping the funding from going through because they wanted to make sure that the subsidies in the Affordable Care Act were going to be extended. I think the big, beautiful bill put the kibosh on that, and they wanted some insurance that, let's see what we could do. Donald Trump showed his ass during the shutdown, telling air traffic controllers to get to work. Yo, I think he's poking the bear, bro. He went to the Commanders game and got booed, and people was throwing the finger up at him, and they were like, "Nah, that's left wing propaganda." And that people was coming out like, "No, I was in the stands, bro." We was all booing him. He tried to frame this as a Republican victory. I don't think people care that much anymore. Like, that Republican Democrat shit is great if you sit in Congress, if you sit in the Senate. But people on the streets, we all affected by. I wasn't affected by SNAP, but I don't want to know what my neighborhood would have been like if people weren't going to get SNAP benefits. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't going to stick to just one neighborhood if that was going to go on. That was going to, you know what I'm saying? But people are hungry. You don't want to see how it happens. And the fact that they were just playing with people being hungry, you got like. Are these National Guard people that he just sent and all these? Are they getting paid? Like,
he made sure the troops got paid, but originally they weren't set because they're part of the federal workforce, so they weren't set to be paid. But somebody was in his ear, and that was one of the first concessions he made. We're going to pay our troops at the bare minimum. One
of the other things they did, I remember with the SNAP benefits, were there. I don't know how true this is. You see a lot of posts, but there was a woman. I saw the post going around saying, we pay taxes so that in an emergency, SNAP benefits won't have to be stopped. That, you know what I'm saying? They actually have a fund that covers this. And Trump took that language off the website once the shutdown happened. So that people
he was holding back. Like, he had the authority to allow the release of the emergency funds, but he didn't want to do that either.
So, and we 11 months into a presidency, there's going to be a purge by the end of it, bro. If you don't care about human lives like that right now, they're going to start taking people out, bro. It's going to be a purge by the end of this thing, bro. Like, I don't really know what's going on. I guess they're going to fund it through January 30th, 2026. And with Republicans were like, we'll vote on the subsidies. Well, at least promise to
We
a vote.
promised to vote.
Which really means nothing, right? Like, it feels like, I don't know. I don't look at it as victories and losses when there's human lives that were affected, when they're kids that weren't going to get food, when they're parents that, you know what I'm saying, are like, I'm not going to that job because that job don't pay me. I got to go figure out a way to make money until that job starts paying me again. That's a whole nother part. I heard people like federal workers were on like food pantry lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you don't think that when you get that job, you're ever going to be in that position, and to know that you're being used as leverage is, I don't think we're serving people. Like I said, I don't care about what side of the aisle you fall on. It's serve your constituents. You know what I'm saying? Do you see this thing getting better in terms of anything? Because it feels like we could just be in the same position again in about 60 days.
I mean, I hope not, but I don't know. Like, it's just what you just never know.
This presidency never ceases to surprise me, man.
There's just so much that goes on from day to day.
What was your man talking about this week? 50-year mortgages?
50-year and 15-year car loan 15-year car loans.
Now, you're a homeowner. I ain't a homeowner. And I don't claim to be the sharpest tool in the shed. But I'm starting to think Trump can't do math. Because I'm like...
Now, that's why a 50-year mortgage is wild. Like,
bro, you pay so much interest.
I have a 30-year mortgage, and my interest rate, like, super low.
Yeah, I got it at a good time.
2 point something %. If I made the minimum payment every month for the next 30 years, I would have paid the bank back almost like 80% of what I took out originally.
Okay.
And that's a 30-year mortgage at 2 point something %.
Yeah.
2 point something % is unheard of. So imagine if you have a 6% loan, a 7, you're gonna pay the bank back more, and this is 30 years. We ain't even touching the 50.
Yeah.
You're paying the bank back more than 100% of what your house is even worth.
That's crazy.
So if we're talking 50-year mortgages, I don't even want to.
Wall Street Trap said after 10 years, you don't even own 10% of an equity. After a decade of paying them, you wouldn't even own 10%. So, but also,
with 50 years, it'll take you about 20 years just to pay off the interest piece.
Which makes me think either he can't do math or he assumes that most of the public can't do math.
For him, it's all about... because if you offer a 50-year mortgage, that means that the mortgage rate is going to be, okay, I'm only paying $600 for my mortgage. That's affordable. But it's really not. It's a trap.
But then I heard also because there's more people, that opens it up to more people.
Yeah, it opens it up to more people can afford a home.
But there's not enough houses.
There's not enough houses.
So now the prices of houses will go up because now you have a demand.
Eventually, there'll be another housing crisis. And once he's out of office and don't have to worry about it. But that's what
he don't get. He also promised I call it a stimmy, but based off of the tariff money that they've been getting. When he seen things getting a little shaky with the Supreme Court, he was like, yo, I'll throw y'all a little something. And once again, not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't think that's how tariffs work.
No.
So it sounds like you're just giving us our own money back again. So, which once again, I read this somewhere. Don't quote me on this.
Okie doke.
No, but now you give everybody $2,000 unless, now this was an investor that said it, so he could have a biased view. He said unless you invest that $2,000, it's not even worth $2,000 anymore because it's gonna bring up inflation. Yeah, exactly. And then or you're gonna be paying it back towards debt in some way, shape, or form. Or what most people around us are gonna probably do, go buy something that they couldn't afford before, and then be back to broke in a week. So it all sounds stupid to me. But I guess he fixed it up by the end of the week because he said tariff are cut on coffee, beef, tomatoes,
grocery store stuff,
a bunch of stuff. I don't even know, but can we trust it? It's like you're like, yay!
I'm sure he will cut because it's the only thing that makes sense.
It's only what can, because everything else is just going to keep bringing prices up.
Right, and people aren't dumb, so
it's an interesting presidency. I don't like, what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't do that. I hate this person and I love that person. I don't really care. Politicians teach me to look out for your own. That's what I see. They're gonna do what works for them and figure it out. And it ain't about morality. It ain't about this or that. Like, they looking out for them. You need to be. For some reason, when Republicans get in office, it feels more like it. Like the Reagan era. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealers you gotta look out for your own, you know what I'm saying? Like it really Bush, both of them, you know what I'm saying? They sending mad people to war, you know what I'm saying? Like look out for your own. It really because they're gonna and I'm not saying Republicans are better than Democrats. I'm sure Democrats is doing funny stuff too. It just you know what I mean? But some reason when a Republican get in office, I'm like, oh, it's money time. We got ain't no handouts coming out, man. Thank you for checking out this short clip of the Perfect Talk podcast.
Make sure you like, subscribe, put those comments in. People let us know what you're thinking.
Also check out the website perfecttalkpodcast.com for everything Perfect Talk Podcast. Peace.
Peace.